then the second tree down there.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's just right here. The top's right here.
Go ahead.
Oh, there it is. So, this is new? I think.
Both were put up. Since last,
Since the fire?
yeah.
Okay.
They weren't here just before the fire.
Yeah, I do not remember this one, and I don't know if I've been here, but.
We're over here, Linda.
So this is a new
Okay.
development up here. There's a tree knock over there. Could have been a human. A lot of humans around right now. But pretty big timber for a human to do, really. I mean, it's...
Now, what convinces me is the attachments of that cross piece.
Okay,
It's basically
you're talking...
hung on these down. Okay, you see how it's being supported there?
Yeah,
It's being supported on this.
this little notch right there.
Yeah, it's supported on this with that other big log holding it in place.
Oh,
People just don't do that.
you think how that works.
And the other end is built is the same way, same thing.
Let me get a better view.
You okay, Linda? Okay, well, just take whatever time you need.
So you wonder how this lengthwise beam is being kept up. Well, you go over here and it's not even attached to this tree. It's just kind of the crisscrossing notch like this right here is kind of holding it up. See how it's kind of worked and jammed in there? It's kind of a little bit rotten. And then it does it over here. So it's not even touching the one over here. So I'm just trying to explain the video what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, it's almost hard to see how that thing's even holding itself up.
Yeah. So.
But it's because this big one, again, is pushing it into the other, into the tree. See this big one there is pushing it into it.
Yep. And I was showing up, this one's a little bit rotted right here. You maybe already heard me trying to explain. And it's kind of as a curve, but it's been jammed in there, this kind of rotted area, so it sinks it in there. That's, you wouldn't want that to, that won't last forever, but anyway, it's interesting.
Well, I wouldn't sleep in there. I don't know if that fallen on
Yeah, it's pretty big timber have fallen you. So would a human do this just for thrills or just for getting in shape, or I don't know what?
Well,
Yeah.
you made it to it here. Here's the one.
Take your time.
Now, to look at that, you'd think it was human made, but you
Yeah.
notice none of the poles have been, well, maybe one or two been cut, but they're almost all broken. And then the way that parallel thing is supported is just crazy.
Wow.
You know, and how it's supported, they're just talking to Rex. that parallel thing is resting on this, and that big one there is pushing it against this. People don't build something like that, and there's no twine on it.
This side it's not even touching.
side's
Here
the same
it's
too.
kind of jammed into this dead one, so it's kind of worked it into this,
I mean,
holding it up,
Yeah.
holding itself up.
And it's not.
It's not.
Ooh.
See, like I said, they're basically broken off. And who would build that? I mean, you know, what would you build that for? But anyway, this one over here is even more interesting. Maybe you want to take a picture of that?
Yeah.
So this structure we were just looking at, it appeared since the fire and must have appeared when nobody was even allowed in here. They closed it down in the winter, and it was closed down even longer than normal because of the fire. They're clearing everything out. So now we're going to see a teepee here that also is new, as far as we can tell.
Yeah, again, when people make teepees like this, Linda, they take long poles and they tie them with twine at the top, okay? And notice there's a couple that have been cut
It's
here,
against a tree.
but
They use this.
basically they're broken. They're broken off. And then the thing that's really fascinating to
It's
me
all these branches.
is see how these things are intertwined. So
Yeah.
that they push to hold it up against the tree.
Jeez.
And people just don't build stuff like that.
No, they
It's
don't.
underneath these and then comes up over this. And you see that over and over and over again. You know, how one goes under something, like here's another one. On top of this, underneath, and then over this one here.
So it's woven.
Yep.
You know, and they kind of weave them up, and there's a whole bunch on this side. And,
Come on, camera.
and kids wouldn't know how to do that, and people just don't build stuff like that.
Oh, why is it?
Well, it's awfully dark.
Oh. No?
I think this is a tree. When I and Ray were together, we were like walk past this tree and we
Yeah.
saw how big it was, and Ray, just to give a scale, since it's a scale, he give it a big hug. And so they always like these big trees like this. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm pretty sure this is the one because this is about where it was. And I may be wrong, but this reminds me of it at least.
Because it's too dark. Now that is really tall.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That is really something.
And you know, the thing, Linda, is there were several much more elaborate structure than this.
Yeah?
One of them was over by Box Lake. It got completely burned up in the fire.
Oh, did it?
I had a camera on it. My camera got torched.
Oh.
And then the biggest one was down right across the creek on the road coming into here. Great big, huge structure, you know, and it
This
just
thing's
totally
big.
burned, totally burned up.
This is not done by a kid.
No,
No way.
No, Boy Scouts.
no.
Ooh. Amazing.
Well, the thing is if you had to break all those, to
Yeah.
break that stuff, I mean, that is a huge amount of work.
That's a lot of work. Especially with all these intertwined. And then how they got it on that branch right there.
Yeah,
But
how many
just
hours that would
alone-
take a
How tall it is.
person.
Shoo. Yeah, that's no kid's work.
Yeah,
That's not even a teenager's work.
yeah. And this is,
Not the bathroom.
So here's just an example
well,
of
this is
how
tried
tight
that.
this is
This
kind
a
of, see,
straight
just
shot, you know, this is on the,
jammed in
this is
here,
on the
all
top of
these
this
just,
little hill. This little hill divides
interlock.
the two lakes. As long as you get on the top of this
They're all
thing,
pretty
you're gonna- and
pretty
there's
tight.
another- There's a cabin structure at the far end.
So there's not just, there's a rhyme or reason to this madness.
Wow.
And that one Ray saw.
Like he was
you know.
talking about
And
the
that
weaving.
one, if you go in on the McLaren
They aren't just laid on there, even though it looks every which way. There's a specific thing they've done. See how much I'm trying to move that? It's in there.
I wanna-
It's like a square cabin
So anyway.
over there.
You know what's really interesting is how they managed to take these pieces and put them right here on the edge
Yeah,
and build them up.
yeah.
A kid wouldn't think of that.
Oh yeah.
I
They
mean,
just kind
come
of-
on. I mean, a kid
kinda
is
set
not
there.
going to.
Well, but when could the kid have done it? See, the point
There
is,
isn't. There's
these
been
weren't-
nobody
yeah,
up here.
There's been nobody
The
here.
gates were locked until we came up.
Yeah,
Well, no, because the gates were still locked. They were open Friday at noon.
Right. Well, I came in here Friday at 10 a.m. and I saw Mark.
Yeah.
And I was up walking around while the gate was still closed, and that's when I first found this. You know, so there was nobody up
No
here.
time for
This
anybody.
just amazes me right here.
Yeah.
How
I'm
they
gonna go
take-
in real quick. I
they're-
think I'll be
they're
okay.
Just on those.
So let's just look here real
Look at
quick.
this.
If you can
Look
see
at
that.
how, Rob, how they wrap this one
Yeah.
around,
Oh, yeah. See, you know,
around and through
it
there.
goes under. And then
Under
over here
and
and then over
over.
there and then under here.
Wow.
We've seen that sort of over and under so many times on structures up here. You can't imagine. So many times.
So they got this thing in here.
That's
No,
amazing.
I don't know why humans
And
would
look
do
at
that.
this one. It curls around and goes under and comes out up here.
And I mean, as you look at every different stick, see this one does the same thing. Over, under, over here,
Over.
you know, and it kind of curves there, pushing against this, so it's curved there.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's almost, except mine was a miniature one.
Yeah,
Compared to this huge thing. So it's like, who could have been up here and did that?
Yeah,
We've been closed.
yeah.
And
I
that's,
know.
that couldn't have been here all winter. I would say they just did that. Not
Snow would have been clear up to here.
Oh yeah, it was 10 feet up here.
Gee.
That's why we couldn't get up here.
Mm-hmm.
They came up, they had some people come up here on snowmobiles to see how much snow was in the campgrounds. And there was 10 feet of snow. You know the kiosk there as you come in?
It's like tipping
you
it.
couldn't see that.
Is that right?
Yes.
Gee.
So I'm saying, Rob, this looks fresh.
Probably the
Unless it
restroom
made
was
it
covered.
through the winter.
Yeah,
Unless they turn it into a snow dome or something.
yeah. No,
About 10 feet, that'd only be the top would be up.
I've been and like I was down at Maple Lake and I saw a teepee not quite this big go up literally. It wasn't there, and the next week I went and it was completely made.
Yeah, they're
Very similar to this,
they're
but
quick.
not quite as big.
it's like overnight.
I swear this couldn't have been here this winter.
Yeah,
If it would have been buried 10 feet down.
yeah.
They can do them overnight.
Well, it
So
had to have been built before the fire or the spring, you know.
Before we opened or when the snow melted up here, but
It seems like they build these things in the spring because there was in one of my videos I call it a Sasquatch village. It was built down near Maple Lake last spring, and a whole grouping of
see,
a whole
he
bunch of
smells
structures. Yeah.
something in there.
Well, we saw the bear was right over there
Oh.
when we came up yesterday.
Wow, this thing's amazing. There's no kids been up here to do this.